The Bold and the Beautiful is about to deliver a bombshell that could change everything for the Forrester family. Eric, the patriarch, has finally had enough, and this time his words are not up for debate. With Thomas spiraling out of control and Taylor refusing to let go of her broken dream with Ridge, Eric lays down a shocking ultimatum. They must leave, and they must leave now. Thomas Forrester is a man at war with reality. On the surface, he's a designer, a son, and a father. But beneath that polished image lies an obsession that has consumed him for years. The dream of reuniting Ridge and Taylor. Fans, you've seen it before, haven't you? That look in Thomas's eyes when he refuses to accept what everyone else can clearly see. Ridge has made his choice. His heart belongs to Brooke Logan. Taylor, though shattered, has accepted this painful truth. But Thomas, he can't stand it. He won't allow it. Instead of supporting his parents and respecting their decisions, Thomas lashes out, pointing the finger at Brooke for every broken piece of the family puzzle. In his mind, Brooke is the obstacle, the thief who stole Ridge's love, the reason his parents aren't together. And because he cannot control Ridge's heart, Thomas does what Thomas always does. He schemes. He whispers. He manipulates. He tries to bend reality into the shape he desires. But here's the thing, fans. Doesn't this feel like déjà vu? From the Baby Beth scandal to his twisted schemes with Hope, we've watched Thomas cross this line before. Each time he promises he's changed. Each time he swears he's learned his lesson. Yet here we are again, watching the cycle repeat. It's no longer just stubbornness. It's obsession, a dangerous fixation that blinds him to the truth. And now, Eric Forrester has seen enough. Eric Forrester has lived long enough to see every kind of family scandal, but nothing cuts deeper than betrayal within his own walls. Time after time, he defended Thomas when others doubted him. He stood in his corner, offered second chances, and believed in redemption. But loyalty has limits, and when Eric realized Thomas wasn't just hurting himself but dragging Ridge and Taylor into another storm of manipulation, he made the decision every patriarch dreads. He drew a line in the sand. Picture the Forrester living room, tension thick as smoke. Thomas standing tall, his jaw clenched, eyes burning with the fury of a man cornered. Taylor beside him, caught between shame and helplessness. And then Eric, steady, commanding, his voice carrying the weight of generations, delivers the words that silence everyone. Thomas. Taylor, you must leave. Now. No arguments, no compromises. This wasn't the voice of a gentle grandfather. This was Eric Forrester, the founder, the protector of the family legacy, reclaiming control. For Thomas, those words cut like knives. Banishment from the very empire he once believed he was destined to lead. For Taylor, the ultimatum lands like a thunderbolt, forcing her to confront the consequences of standing by her son even as his actions spiraled out of control. Fans, can you feel it? The weight of Eric's judgment? The humiliation of being cast out? The heartbreak of a family tearing itself apart under its own roof? It's not just drama, it's devastation. And then comes Taylor's torment. She's always been the healer, the one who tries to soothe wounds rather than deepen them. But this time, there is no peace to be made. Eric's words leave her trapped in an impossible choice. On one side, her son, broken, angry, spiraling further into obsession. On the other, the truth, that Thomas's behavior has become toxic, not just to Ridge, not just to Brooke, but to the entire Forrester family. Fans, imagine being in Taylor's shoes. How do you look at your own child, the baby you raised, and admit that he's become the very thing destroying your family? How do you balance a mother's love with the responsibility of facing reality? Taylor's heart aches, but she knows Eric isn't wrong. Thomas has gone too far. His manipulations, his rage, his inability to let go, they're not acts of love. their chains pulling everyone deeper into chaos. But Taylor herself isn't innocent in this storm. By lingering in Ridge's shadow, by quietly hoping for a reunion even after admitting Brooke holds his heart, she's fed Thomas's delusion. She didn't mean to, but her silence, her subtle glances, her inability to fully move on, they've been fuel for her son's fire. And now, Eric's ultimatum doesn't just force Thomas to face the truth, it forces Taylor to finally confront her own. So the question is, will Taylor walk away to protect her son, or will she finally let him stand alone, forced to reckon with the consequences of his own actions? And if she chooses the latter, will Thomas ever forgive her? The fallout from Eric's ultimatum didn't just stay within the Forrester mansion. It exploded across social media, leaving the fan base more divided than ever. Some viewers are convinced this is the end of the road for Thomas. To them, his behavior has gone far beyond youthful mistakes or misguided loyalty. They argue that he has become the very thing the Forresters fear most, a manipulator who will stop at nothing to bend the truth to his will. One passionate fan tweeted, "Thomas is completely unhinged. He's not saving his parents, he's destroying them. If Ridge and Taylor don't cut him off, they're going to lose everything." Another wrote, "People need to stop blaming Brooke. She didn't cause this, Thomas did. He's the one who faked, schemed, and pushed his parents into this mess. Brooke was just living her truth." But not everyone agrees. A different wave of viewers sympathizes with Thomas, pointing out that his desperation comes from a place of longing, a hunger for a family that's always felt fractured. As one fan commented, "Thomas has never truly had stability. Every time Ridge bounces between Brooke and Taylor, Thomas loses a little more of himself. Maybe this obsession is the result of years of pain, not just villainy." And then there's Taylor. The fan base can't decide whether she's an enabler or a victim. Some argue that by refusing to fully close the door on Ridge, she feeds Thomas's illusions, making him believe a reunion is possible. Others see her as just another casualty, pulled into the storm, forced to choose between her son and her sanity. The bottom line? Eric's ultimatum has forced every viewer to take a side. There are no neutral opinions left. And just like the audience, every member of the Forrester family will now have to decide where their loyalty truly lies. So here we stand, fans, at the edge of a cliffhanger that could redefine the bold and the beautiful for years to come. Eric Forrester has thrown down the gauntlet, and nothing will ever be the same. What happens next? Will Thomas fight back, clawing and scheming for control until his redemption arc lies in ruins? Will Taylor defy Eric's command, standing beside her son even if it means sacrificing her place in the Forrester family forever? And perhaps the most explosive question of all, how will Ridge respond when he discovers his father has banished the woman and the son he once loved with all his heart? This isn't just about family disagreements. This is about legacy, power, and the dangerous line between love and obsession. Eric knows that one weak link can shatter the Forrester dynasty, and he's determined to cut it out before the damage becomes permanent. But fans, here's the twist. What if, in trying to save his family, Eric tears it apart even faster? Now, I want to hear from you. Do you agree with Eric's decision? Should Thomas and Taylor be cast out once and for all, or is there still a path back for them? Do you see Thomas as a villain, or a broken man begging for the family he's never truly had? And what about Taylor? Do you believe she's guilty of feeding her son's obsession, or simply caught in the crossfire of a war she never asked for? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this is one of the most explosive storylines B&B has given us in years. And don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow soap fans, and subscribe so you don't miss a single twist, a single betrayal, or a single shocking reveal from the bold and the beautiful. Because if there's one thing we know about Eric Forrester, it's that when he makes an ultimatum, the entire family is forced to listen. And the fallout is always unforgettable.